Students, today in this session I am going to show you to create a user form and when you enter data in this user form it will be written into the Excel sheet. You can use Excel as database. You don't require additionally some RDBMS or something for storage. You can use your Excel itself as storage, and then you can do analytics on that, the required analytics on that Excel sheet. So this is a user form I have created. So I have taken first name, last name, qualification, the gender of the person, to which city they belong, hobbies, and 2 command buttons I have taken here. So I'm using this form to collect something like biodata of a person. I have used different form controls, like all these are the labels. These two to read first name and last name. I have created text boxes. Then for qualification, it is a combo box. So when you click on this, so it will show you the list of options. Then city is a list box. Again here, so we'll be having options. We can select one of the option for city. And for gender, the radio button is taken. For hobbies, check boxes are taken. So I have considered here, have created 4 check boxes in this. And 2 command buttons are given here. One is the submit. The submit command button will insert the record into Excel. Whereas the exit command button will exit the executable mode. That is from form you are going to exit. That is we will unload the form and it will return to Excel. So that is the form that we have taken here. So I will show you the code. So before explaining the code, so first let me execute this and show. I will first let me clear this Excel and show you. See, I have empty Excel sheet. So I have empty Excel sheet. So whereas when we run this form, so it will create first the heading. The heading row is created. So this is done in form initialize. So that is why when we run, so immediately when the form is loaded, so the header is created. Under this, whatever the data we are entering, so in each row, one person record will be inserted into the Excel. So let me demonstrate the first name. So let us take something. First name, last name, qualification is a combo box. So by default, here it is given as select. So whichever we want, so we will select. Here also the default is given as select. So that means we had to select something from here. So let me take a city, gender, and take some hobbies. Then submit. Record inserted successfully. See here in the Excel, whatever the data we have given, the person by data is inserted. Here for a hobbies field, so I'm inserting all the hobbies into single field, into single cell. I'm not inserting into different cells. So what I am doing is I am concatenating the hobbies, whatever is selected in the check boxes, which are all checked. So all those values I am concatenating and I am inserting into single cell. So let us let us insert one more. Qualification, place, sports, art, playing instruments. I want to take all these 3. Submit, record inserted successfully. So this is how, so when we are entering the form data, when we click on submit button, it is going to insert into Excel in each row. Each person's biodata will be inserted in each row. So I am giving here serial number also, so that so later for us it will be helpful. Exit will take you back to Excel. So here there is a code for this. So let me explain this code. So when you have observed, when we have executed this form, so as soon as I have executed the form, first the heading row has been inserted. That is because, so I have written here a code under user form initialize. Under form initialize, what I am doing is, so I am first taking the row, the first empty row I am calculating. So how I am doing that is the worksheet function count A. So that means, so whatever non-empty cells are there, so that count it will take. So where I am taking is for column A. For in column A, the non-empty cells, that is how many number of rows are non-empty. So those cells I am counting plus 1. So it will take you to the next row. The number of filled rows to the next row, the row count will be there for us. So now if this row equal to 1, that means it was an empty sheet. When it is an empty sheet, so first we had to create heading row. For that heading row, here I am checking for the condition. If row equal to 1, then row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2, 1, 3 and so on. In the first row, column 1 to 7, so that is column A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So in all these columns, I am inserting these values. That becomes my header row. So serial number, first name, last name, qualification, gender, city and hobbies will be inserted into that. And this is how the header row is created. So next, for combo box and for list box, the items to be added. Like under this, what are the different options you want to give? So those options need to be given in form initialize. That means whenever you execute your form, immediately all these values will be loaded into list box as well as for the combo box. So this is a code for list box. So this for city we are taking list box, right? So with the code is like this. So with list box 1, so list box 1 is the name of the list box. So this is the name of the list box. So in the with list box 1, we had to use the under this list box object, we had to use add item property for this add item attribute. So this add item, how many options you want to put under this list box, you had to use that many add item and the value what you want to add. So add item, select Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai. So like that, the different values, whichever values we want to show under that list box. So those values we have written here. Then list index is another attribute. So where whatever the number you are giving here, so list index number, so that value will be by default shown in the form. So I want by default, first it has to give as select. So I am giving list index equal to 0. So the index will start from 0. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that the list index values will be appearing. So list index equal to 0. So by default, when you run your form, that particular item will be shown. If I give list index equal to 1, then by default it will be showing Bangalore. Like it will be highlighted for us. Similarly for, and then end with. So this with statement has to be ended like for if how you write end if, similarly for with, end with has to be written to close that with. Similarly, for combo box also, we use the same properties. For combo box, with combo box 1, here the combo box name that it is given is combo box 1. By default, whatever it has created, I have not changed that name of the combo box or list box or for other fields also. With combo box 1, then add item. What are the items we want to put under combo box? So all those names or the options are added. Again here, by default, like initially it has to be with select. Like I want to hint the user that you are supposed to select some option from this combo box or from this list box. So that's the reason I'm giving like this. Select I'm giving, and list index equal to 0. So list index equal to 0. So by default, when you run the form, the index value, whatever index equal to 0, whatever the value is there, so that will be shown, that will be highlighted, it will be selected. If you don't want this, you want to give some default values. If user is not selecting any of the values, by default you want to insert some value into the Excel or into database like that, then so you can give that value here. So you can give the default value, and that index will be the default value. So this is the initialize code. So in form initialize, so we have first checked which is the non-empty row. So we are first counting how many non-empty rows are there, and then plus 1, it will become the next immediately after all these non-empty rows, whatever is the immediate empty row that is there, so that will become our row index. If this row equal to 1, that means it is an empty sheet. So we have inserted the header, and here for list box and combo box, we have initialized all the required options or required values are initialized. So this goes with our form initialize. So next coming to, first let me complete exit. It's a small code. Exit button. So this is the exit button. So I gave the name of this button as exit button. When the exit button is clicked, I have taken click event for this. When the button is clicked, then unload me. So this means that the form will be unloaded. So that is why you are closing the form, and then you will come back to Excel with this. Then submit button. So this is a submit button. So I have taken the name of this submit button as submit button. The click event is taken for this. In this also, so first thing what I am doing is same, like I am in the form initialize, the same statement whatever is there, the same statement is used here. We are taking empty row, we are finding, and that will become our row where the form data has to be inserted. So we are counting what are the first empty row we are calculating here. We are counting all the non empty rows plus 1. That means to the next immediate, say empty row. So we have taken, and then so that will become our row index here. Cells of row comma 1. That is, so let us say now this is the first record you are inserting. So first we have inserted in the first row, we have inserted header, that is serial number, first name, last name, and so on. So all the field names that are inserted. Then for the first by data entry, for the first person details, the empty row will be row 2. Because row 1 we are having header, row 2 will be our first empty row. So into this row, first 1 comma 1 dot value, so cells of 1 comma 1 dot value equal to row minus 1. Thus the row value is 2 now, the second row is a empty row. So row minus 1, so it will be 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, that is a serial number we have taken. So always the row number minus 1 will go as a serial number for us in this case. So then in the same row, the row is not changed here anywhere, only the columns we are changing. In the first column, we have inserted the serial number. In the next column, So in the next column, we are taking text box 1 dot value, that is first name. In the third column, text box 2 dot value, that is last name we have taken. Then for combo box, so that is for qualification, we have used the combo box. So for combo box also it is simple. So directly the combo box name dot value. So whatever under this drop down we will be selecting, so that will that dot value so will be going into the cell, the particular cell, that is row column value. Then for radio button, so that is for gender. So we have, this is the option button. So radio button, so object name is a option button. Option button, so dot value, if the first one is option button 1, option button 2. So option button 1 dot value, if it is true, so that means we have selected on, we have clicked on the first option button, that is on female, then option button dot value will be true. It will become true. So if this is true, then we have to insert into the particular cell female. If this is false, that means the other option button 2 has been selected, then cells of row comma 5 will become, dot value will become male. So this is how the gender so will be inserted into this from option button into the Excel row. Then for list box, so for city, so list box has been taken. So that is again the simple one. So cells of row comma 6, that is under the sixth column, dot value equal to list box 1 dot value will be given. Then coming to check boxes, for hobbies we have taken check boxes. These check boxes, I don't want to insert each option, each checkbox value into different cells. I want all hobbies to be put under the same cell. So that's the reason I have taken one variable for hobbies as string. So dine hobbies as string. I have initialized this with empty string. I have made this as a null string. Then I am taking the value of each checkbox, that is we have 4 checkboxes here. Checkbox 1, 2, 3, 4. Checkbox 1 dot value equal to true. When we check the checkbox, that means when you select the checkbox, that will become true. If you have not selected that, the value of that will be considered as false. Checkbox 1 dot value equal to true, then hobbies equal to checkbox 1 dot caption. So the caption for to appear here, the caption will be changed. So let me show that property. Checkbox 1, the name is checkbox 1 and caption for this is sports. So when you change this something, so it will appear here. So this is going to be the caption. Whatever the caption of this checkbox, that itself we are going to insert into Excel cell. So let me take as sports. So for this also the caption is art, for this play an instrument, others. So like this the captions are there. So this is checkbox 4. So what we have done here is, if checkbox 1 dot value equal to true, then hobbies equal to checkbox 1 dot caption. So we are assigning checkbox 1 dot caption to hobbies. If checkbox 2 dot value equal to true, then we are concatenating the hobbies, whatever the hobbies value is there, that so with checkbox 2 dot caption also, with including comma. So we want all the hobbies to be separated by comma. So first hobby comma, second hobby is concatenated. Similarly, if third one also is selected, then for the previous 1, 2 values, the third value is concatenated here. Similarly, the fourth value also. So whichever checkbox is checked when you run this, so all those values will be shown as true. Then those checkbox captions are concatenated to the variable hobbies. So now I am writing, after checking all these 4 options, cells of row comma 7 dot value equal to hobbies. Once I insert all these values, I am just for our reference purpose, So we will write this MSG box as a record inserted successfully. So record inserted successfully will appear when you click OK on that. Then so all these values will appear for us in the Excel sheet. So this is a code that is behind the form creation and to insert the form data into Excel sheet. After execution, so let me run once again this. Let me take so first name, last name is um, something. So this is what the by default I have given here last index list index as the 0. So that is the reason select will be shown by default for even for qualification, that is for combo box as well as for list box, whichever we want. So we will select the value for all this, submit, record inserted successfully. If you observe here, so we have got all the values that are appearing here in this. Then let us insert one more. So let us take some value for all these. So let me take all the hobbies here, submit, record inserted successfully. We have all these values inserted into this. Then exit. So here it goes, the code for this form creation and how to insert the values, whatever we are reading from form into Excel. Thank you all.